Yo guys, hope everyone's having an amazing day. We took this trade last night on ES on the first sale on the Express accounts. So which brings us on a little win streak. I don't want to jinx myself, but we're on like I think 5-day win streak or something. So after going through that mentally draining losing streak for months and months, we finally see some tiny bit of progress. That's what trusting the process is all about. And trusting your setup and your model and not giving up, because like I said, some days you're gonna have bad months or weeks, some days you're gonna have good weeks and good months, vice versa, literally. Anyways, coming on the day, we had high impact news. Literally, Trump tweeted out he was having talks with Iran, which is completely bullshit in my opinion. He just wanted to manipulate the markets, which is what he did up here. And that's the thing with Trump. He's a businessman, so whatever he says or anyone says, just be careful of this type of manipulation. This was all manipulation. I was short still on the day, even with this crazy ass candle to the upside. Yeah, so price came up. We started coming up. We were moving very, very slow to the upside. We came down, filled in a higher time frame gap, which brought price up again. But I still wasn't looking for longs. Like, I did not want to take longs at all. Me, if you guys know, I take very good reversals. That's where my pros, people have pros and cons in their trades. That's my pro. I'm very good at reversals and predicting reversals, knock on wood. Literally, that's my strength instead of continuation models, reversals. If I took a reversal every day, maybe 8 out of 10 times it will hit, unless I get wicked out or something stupid. Anyways, we filled in this order block. I wasn't looking at this order block anyways, but I just saw it now. We filled in this order block. Then I'm on the 1 minute looking for a fair value gap with a retracement, bearish gap. Then we get the gap, boom. Then we get the inspection, boom. And then we get the displacement down. I entered here, literally right here. And then we started consolidating, boom, 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 boom. I had my stop loss, literally. Look how close I was getting. I was about to get stopped out. I had my stop loss literally above. I was going to put my stop loss above this high. This is when the trade actually gets invalidated. But through so many losses of getting wicked out and getting SMT'd on, I've learnt to literally put my stop loss just a bit above the high. So I looked at over here. I saw, alright, I'm just going to put it above this wick. Or was it this one down here? It was one of these wicks. Maybe on the 5 minute. Anyways, I put it above this wick somewhere. I just put it a bit higher than usual. So that's a lesson learned. That's why, guys, I say learn from your losses, because I've learned. I've been getting wicked out literally by a tick or two, and then hits full TP because of the SMTs. It's happened to me so many times, and you just learn because you're so sick of that same mistake. We risked a lot. We risked 7. Reason being, I actually took this on ES and NQ because we filled in the 1 minute and we got the inspection, and I wasn't bothered waiting for NQ to do that. Anyways, we were about to hit stop loss. I risked around $800 on this trade. I sized in. And then I was about to go to bed. This was like around, I don't know what, 1:50. I don't know what time it was, but I put my take profit literally at this 1 hour gap, but just a bit above it. So like around here. I could have put it like literally right here, which would have been like an extra $500, but since we were like very choppy and moving slow, I didn't want to risk it, and I was going to bed because I had to wake up for work. Literally, I slept in my alarm, all my alarms, and I had like 10 plus phone calls from my boss, and I had a big ass lecture telling me I have to lock in and stuff. with work, my 9 to 5. I was like, man, I just made $8,000 on literally the Nasdaq. ES, no. I was just thinking that in my head, like I literally made $8,000 on ES. I couldn't give a shit if I came late, or woke up or slept in. Yeah, so I put it above there, and then I said, see you later, I'm going to bed. Didn't touch anything, let it hit full TP. Literally, that's the power of sizing in. I'm up 1600 on the first day of the XFAs. The problem is, I just need to learn when to size in and when not to size in. Like when to risk more and when to risk less, but that comes with more market experience. Even though I've been trading over a year now, but I still have so much to learn and so much more losses to get. So I can learn from those losses, but yeah. And when not to take a trade, and just like tiny minor issues. If I fix those minor issues, like forcing trades and just it's just tiny minor issues, placing stop loss, placing take profits, and so on. Like, I'll see massive improvements. I'm really seeing massive improvements, like now. But, yeah, we're getting more volume in the markets, especially with this whole war going on in Iran and America. Just hope they don't close the same, the Hormuz or whatever it's called, the main fuel supply. They do that, then fuel prices are going to go up crazy and stock markets are going to go ballistic. Literally, Trump is a businessman. He needs these stock markets high. If stock markets stop, bro, don't forget about it. See you later, America. Literally. But anyways, that's the trade recap on how I made $8,000 on ES. Yeah, so I'll catch you in the next recap. See you guys.